Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Ms. Bustos, for yielding. I rise today in support of H.R. 1092, a bill that I introduced with Congresswoman Shea Porter to rename the Air Traffic Control Center in Nashua, New Hampshire, after Patricia Clark, an exemplary federal employee. I want to thank Senator Shaheen and Senator Ayotte for leading this legislation and ensuring its swift passage through the other body. I also thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member Rahal for their hardworking staff for passing this bill through the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee and bringing it to the floor today. The Boston Air Route Traffic Control Center was built 50 years ago as part of a network of 20 centers that guide commercial air traffic in our nation. The center is staffed by a dedicated team which ensures the safety of our skies and the aircraft that travel through them. But while much has changed in the 50 years since the center was opened, one thing has remained constant: Patty Clark. Patty started work at the Boston Center the day after it opened, and since that time, she has been the gold standard for federal employees. Patty does administrative work, including payroll, travel arrangements, and manning the phones. And as you've heard today, over these past 50 years, she has never once taken a sick day. Patty is beloved by her colleagues for her dedication and her positive attitude. To quote one of her colleagues, she is simply the cream of the crop. So as the 50th anniversary of the Boston Center approached earlier this year, management and workers got together at the center and decided that the only way to appropriately mark this extraordinary milestone is to honor the woman who has been through it all. This is no-cost, bipartisan legislation that will recognize the dedication of an incredible woman who has served our nation for 50 years. I urge my colleagues to join me and the entire New Hampshire congressional delegation in honoring Patty Clark by supporting H.R. 1092. I again thank Chairman Schuster and Ranking Member Rahal, and I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.